EFF members are marching to the union buildings. Now, the march is one of the many that are happening across the country in support of the no-confidence vote against President Jacob Zuma later this afternoon. For more on that, let's find out more from our reporter on the scene, Offense Stimo, who's out in Pretoria. Offense, what can you tell us about the EFF's march against, of course, President Jacob Zuma's motion of no confidence this afternoon?
Thank you very much, Alicia. We've actually reached the union buildings and scores of EFF supporters are now joining others here at the lawns of the union buildings. Basically, Vermeulen Street that we were marching on was a shutdown. Most of the shops had to shut down, and some of the informal traders that were on the sidewalks had to also take their stock away as the EFF marchers, the Sea of Red, when it was passing, it was definitely intimidating, but it was nothing that the Tshwane Metro officers could not handle. So the situation was very calm during the march, but there was an incident where a wimpy franchise was broken into, but all in all, the march went pretty well. So we are just waiting for the program to actually roll out here at the union building lawns, where scores of EFF supporters have come out in their numbers to send a strong message to the President Jacob Zuma administration to say that they have a vote of no confidence against that particular administration. But as to mention, it's not only EFF supporters, but there's also students here. There's people who are just minding their own business, who are actually not aware of the march, who decided to join in and swell the numbers. The march was actually scheduled to start around 10, but due to a delay of people being bussed in from different areas of Tshwane, the march was actually delayed. There were also other corresponding protests that were taking place in the townships of Tshwane. We know about Karankuwa, that people were actually not able to make it to work. Soshanguve and Mabopane, some of the people who were actually commuting with public transport could not make it to work because some of the people that are supporting this march made sure that people stay at home, and it's a complete shutdown of the administration. Studio, Alicia. All
right, I hear that, Offense, but we've been getting some pictures from other areas, but I just want to know from where you are, has there been any reported incidents of violence?
Violence that only took place was at a wimpy franchise where windows were actually broken while people were actually eating their breakfast. It was earlier this morning before the march actually started from Church Square. That's the only incident that we are actually aware of, but nothing hectic actually took part except for that particular incident where wimpy patrons were actually shocked when the windows were actually broke down when they were actually eating their breakfast. That's the one that we know of.
All right. And Offense, do tell us, I mean, where are the EFF members marching to? Is there somebody that's going to be addressing them at the end of the march? How is that program supposed to unfold for the day?
Well, from the information that we get from the organizers, it seems they just want to make a point to say that whatever that's happening in Parliament, they should know that there are scores of people who want the president out. So basically, this is a demonstration to show that there is no confidence in the incumbent president. They're saying that he should give others a chance who can actually take the country forward and take it out of what they call is a weak economy. They're saying there's no jobs. They're saying there's no evident, what I can say, an act of fixing the problem that currently facing the country. So they want someone who can actually take the country forward into positivity.
That's Offense Stimo out at the EFF march to the union buildings. And of course, we'll definitely get in touch with him should we have anything to report. But chaos has